Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Music Reactions. Yesterday we reacted to the new song from the southern rock band Van Zant, which has just released their new album on Frontiers Records. And in that video I mentioned Stryper because they are on the same label. And a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago now, we reacted to one of Stryper's new songs called End of Days. Well, one of the other songs off of that new album, they just released, Stryper, just released a new music video to another song, and we're going to react to that today. And just for a little bit of background, for those of you who aren't familiar, a few seconds to just cover this. Stryper is an American Christian metal band from La Mirada, California, and the band members are Michael Sweet, who is the lead singer, Robert Sweet, the drummer, Oz Fox, the guitarist, and Perry Richardson on the bass guitar. And they were huge back in the 80s and 90s and doing some really great Christian metal songs that really reached out to a new audience that typically wouldn't set foot in the church, but would listen to some heavy metal music and get the message out to them. And so the new song that they just released a music video for is called When We Were Kings. And so I'm going to go ahead and react to that right now. Haven't heard the song before, but I am really interested in hearing it. I did enjoy the song End of Days that we reacted to earlier. And so let's go ahead and check out When We Were Kings. And here we go. The 80s rock sound. I like it. Okay, this is really up my alley because this is one of my favorite genres of music. It is the 80s hair bands and this style of music. Right here they're showing some footage of like some old, some tours they did and some of the secular bands that were out at the same time. Rock's Regime, it's shown on the video here. That was actually Stryper's first name when they came out as a band before they changed their name to Stryper, which is based on Isaiah 53. The scripture talks about by his stripes we are healed, talking about Jesus, of course. And then at the same festival here they're playing, or concert, whatever, they were playing with Metallica and Chaos, K-A-O-S. But anyway, really enjoying this so far already. Just the first few beats of the song is really bringing back the memories. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into it. I like that double melody on the lead, the guitar. $1979. Oh boy, the nostalgia. Okay, very cool. The music video here. By the way, when you're done watching this, go to the link in the description and watch the music video uninterrupted. Because right now all you're gonna hear the music in the background. But if you go check out that link, you'll get to hear the song uninterrupted, and you'll also get to see this footage on the music video. They're really bringing back the nostalgia, showing the band from way back then and through the years. The lyrics here talk about. Let's go ahead and bring up the lyrics here. Bold and fearless, we set our sails. We paved the way and blazed the trails. Faded pages that are worn and torn, but through the years our gift was born. When we were here's the chorus. When we were kings of our own time, we started young and hoped to climb. But seasons changed, and so did we. Now we long for what we used to be. Oh boy, this is hitting me a little bit because I feel it. I had a band for a couple decades. Just like Stryper, that went around and shared the gospel through rock music, and we wrote our own songs and had the best years of my life. Some of those were with the band, and then others, of course, with my wife and my daughter and stuff. But some of the best years of my life was with the band, and I can picture this. They're singing about longing for what used to be, the years that have gone by, and remembering, you know, the great times that they had together. I remember all the great times I had with my band, and not just the band Crusade, but with the other bands that I've been a part of as well through the years. Just some fantastic memories. And a lot of times we do long for those times to go back and relive those. And you can't do that. You can't go back in time. It says, we started young and hoped to climb. And, you know, that was us. We started young. I was fresh out of high school. The year I graduated from high school, graduated in the summer. And that fall, we started the band. And we started young, and, you know, seasons changed, and so did we, the line says. And we were the same thing. We got older, started getting married and having kids, starting families and careers. And it got to the point to where our lives kind of diverged, and we couldn't keep up with the practice to continue doing the band, and couldn't go out on the road anymore like we used to. And so the band kind of fell along the wayside. And now we long for what we used to be, as the lyric here says, when we were kings of our own time. And a lot of times, you know, you do look back at memories like that, and you think those were great years, those were great times, and you felt like you were kings, king of the world, sort of thing. But then again, you know, Christian bands like us and like Stryper, the focus wasn't on us. We weren't the kings, but we were pointing the way to the King of Kings. And so we might have been kings, small k, but our whole purpose, our whole point was to point to the King, capital K, of Kings. So as much as we think of ourselves as those were the days when we were kings, when we ruled the world, you know, it's all secondary to the King of Kings that you're pointing the way to. And I'm sure Stryper was the same way. They paved the way and blazed the trails, faded pages that are worn and torn, but through the years our gift was born. And yes, it is a gift, I believe, a gift from God, as Jesus talks about in the gift of the talents that he gave to the people, and expected them to invest them, and then come back and report to him what they had done with the gifts that he had given them. And so as we set out doing our music ministry, and as I continue to do through this channel, and through my preaching, as I do in a church on every Sunday, and every opportunity I get to share, you know, God's love, hopefully that's an example of continuing to use the gift that was born way back then, and use it to invest in our friends, family, neighbors, the entire world that we want to see be with us that day when we stand before Christ. And he welcomes us, hopefully, with open arms, saying, well done, my good and faithful servant. And we see all those people that we witness to standing there right there with us. And Jesus standing there with open arms and saying, welcome home to each and every one of us. And that's what it's all about. And so faded pages, as he says here, that are worn and torn. Of course, that's a reference to the Bible, to the Word of God. And that's what we're sharing through our ministry, and what Stryper continues to do as they continue with their music ministry, even now, decades after they kind of split up, went their own way, and now are getting back together and released a new album. Okay, Dancing Shadows Upon the Wall. I like this. That you know, on the lyrics, you can hear very clearly. I've commented before about some of these rock bands. In fact, I think it was the other Stryper song that I had difficulty hearing some of the lyrics on, or maybe that was the Bride song. But I'm disappointed whenever I can't understand the lyrics. And so the fact that I can make out the lyrics clearly in this song is a big positive for me. And I love the music. Again, this is the classic 80s metal hairband style. Particularly, I love that guitar, and that Stryper is famous for, that we're hearing here, is the double lead on the guitar. Not just the, sometimes when you get these fancy leads, it's just the one note that, the one melody. But it's got like the harmony that's playing also, like the two strings at the same time as it plays the lead. And that really stands out for me as one of the highlights of Stryper's music. And I'm glad that as they're releasing new material, that they're continuing to do that musical style with the harmony on the guitars. There they are in the yellow and black. Okay, those of you that grew up listening to Stryper, and you can see the footage from back then, they were famous for having their very theatrical presence on stage. Secular-wise, you could compare them to Kiss, because Kiss came out with their black outfits, their makeup, and stuff that really made them stand out and made them unique. Stryper was very theatrical in the same sense, that they would come out with these yellow and black striped outfits, the black leather, and really got the attention of people, and it drew in a lot of fans. And so that was their gimmick, and it's showing some of the footage of that here in the video. And I skipped over some of the lyrics on the second verse there as I went back into the second chorus. Dancing shadows upon the wall, we can clearly hear them call. And so that's an obvious reference to seeing the footage of them in the past, the dancing shadows on the wall, and you can hear them call from the past, the memories from years gone by. We can clearly hear them call. Every chapter is turning page by page as the rivers of life rage. And again, that's talking about as time goes on, as you turn the pages in the book of your life, and you look back upon past chapters, and sometimes with fondness, sometimes with nostalgia, sometimes with just the desire to go back and relive them again. But I think, some of the message they're bringing here is, as those pages turn, don't dwell too much on the past. Celebrate the fact that you had those past chapters, but the book's not over yet. The book is still being written. And as you move into the next few chapters of your life, as you continue to turn pages, appreciate the point that you are at in your life right now. I wouldn't trade the past. I wouldn't trade the years of joy that I had with my band, with my family, with all the things that I've experienced through my life, through family and also ministry. But as those doors have closed and those chapters have ended in my life, new ones have opened up. And they have brought me to where I am today. And I love the place where I am today. The church where I serve as a pastor, this channel that I have on YouTube, the many things that I am doing today that came from the years' experience that I had in the past leading to this. And the chapters in the past, you can look back upon them with fondness, as Stryper is apparently doing with this song, and as I do often, remembering my past with the band. At the same time, you appreciate where you are today, and you realize that you wouldn't change today for anything either. As much as I love the past, as much as I love those experiences I had, and as sometimes my nostalgia and my fondness for that makes me want to go back and do it again and just relive those experiences again. And you can do those through your memories, but you don't want to live in that. You don't want to dwell on that. And where I am today, I love it just as much as I loved that back then. I love the church where I'm serving today. As I said, I love this YouTube channel, and none of it would happen. None of this would be happening for me today if I had stayed where I was in the past. And so as those doors close, as those pages turn, I look forward to the new chapters that have opened where I am living right now. And then beyond this, whatever chapters exist in the future for my life, I don't know what the book is going to reveal, except for the ultimate ending that we know as Christians is going to happen through biblical prophecy. But for our own personal lives, to see those pages continue to turn in our lives and those new chapters start to be written, we need to appreciate that we are here, we are now, and God has us here in this moment for a specific reason. And hopefully with this channel, my purpose right now here is to witness to some of you and to share God's love with you. And once again, as Stryper continues their ministry in their own way, hopefully this is God using me in a different way so that I can continue to use the gifts and talents He's given me to make sure that every one of us, myself, you, anybody listening or watching, will all be together on that day when Christ returns. And that's what it's all about. Okay, kind of a... Ooh. Okay, I was going to say it's kind of a laid-back kind of bridge there. I was expecting that, usually you expect Stryper to go into an all-out fancy musical guitar solo. And I thought, boy, they're really laid back here, kind of taking it low-key. And just as I started to say that, he starts in with the wailing guitar. So let's go back just a few seconds so we can actually hear that intro come in. And the screaming vocal, Michael Sweet still got it. Right there. That's the stuff. Listen to that guitar. Their old In God We Trust t-shirt. Such iconic memories. Very nice. So did we. Nice doubling down on the drums. Stepping up, doing the stair steps on the chords. Ooh, Firehouse, I remember them. They were a great 80s band, had some nice hits. Yeah, some of these references I'm making is to the video itself, so you have to check out the video to understand the references I'm making. Frontiers Music s.r.l. And once again, that's the label that they're recording under right now. And also Van Zant that we reacted to yesterday is also on the same label. Anyway, that's their new song, When We Were Kings. Very good. I enjoyed it a lot. A lot of the nostalgia that you see in the music video reminds us of the 80s. When we grew up, those of us that grew up listening to Stryper, and to see them then and then now, and to see those pages turn in their life, and those of us that grew up with them, we see the pages of our own lives from the past, and then as they turn into old, as it says here in the lyrics, faded pages that are worn and torn. So not only a scripture, a reference to the scriptures, to the Bible itself, the faded pages of the past, the faded pages of our memories, the things that we've gone through our lives and experienced. Them in the early days of their band, me in the early days of my band, the past with my family, the things that I lived through and experienced that are no longer part of my life today. We look back upon them with fondness, and at the same time look forward to the pages that are still yet to be written. At the same time, glad to be here living and experiencing the pages that we're writing right this moment. And so, as my message to you guys right now today is, if you're living in the past, it's okay to look back upon your past with fondness. If you're thinking about the future and worrying about things that are yet to come or that may come, don't worry too much about that, because as Jesus said in Matthew, I think it's chapter 6, do not worry about the future, because the future has its own worries. Let the future worry about itself. Just live in the present and put your faith in God that He will lead you to where He needs you to be. And as He watches over the sparrows and the lilies of the valley, He'll also watch over you and provide your needs according to your riches and glory. And all we have to do is put our faith and hope and our trust in Him, and just follow wherever He leads. And so as those pages turn in the lives that we live, don't dwell in the past. You can remember it with fondness, but don't live in the past. And don't live focused on the future, but live in the present. Live in the here and now. Experience today for all it's worth, because today is a gift from God. That's why they call it the present. I don't know who originally said that, but it's a great quote, and I love it, and I quote it a lot. Today is, right now, it's called the present because it is a present. It's a gift from God. And so don't waste it by dwelling in the past or the future. Just experience today and live it for all it's worth. And then when the future comes, if we live today right, now is the time, as it says, now is the time to choose God and to follow wherever He leads. And then the future will take care of itself. God will provide a way for us to accomplish the things that He has for us. Anyway, I enjoyed this video. If you did also, head over to their channel and check out the original video and give them some support on their channel. And if you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, comment down below. Are there other songs and artists that you want me to check out? It could be stuff like we've been checking out, or it could be a completely different genre. Just whenever you do, recommend the artist and the song title, and be specific so that I will react to exactly what it is that you're wanting me to check out. And as I do react to something that you recommend, I will give you a shout out on the video in which I react to your suggestion. And thank you guys for watching. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live on the weekends and do our live stream to where we can chat with each other. And you'll also see all the other content that we've got on our different playlists. So check those out. There's something there for everybody. If this isn't your cup of tea, it's not your thing, recommend some things that I would check out that you would enjoy. And check out the other content on my channel because, as I said, hopefully there's something there for everybody to enjoy. If you don't like one video, maybe you'll like the next one. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time on the Light Side Music Reactions. Bye, everybody. God bless.